Hello, 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 hello. I am Scotty T, and I have an absolute comedy legend, a comedy icon, a comedy legend. You look up comedy in the dictionary, her picture's there. Wendy Liebman is here. Wendy, thank you so much for coming on this Little Dog and Pony Act.
Thank you. Thank you for
I don't
having
know if that was a
me.
good introduction or not, but you're an amazing comedian. I'm so happy to have you here.
I want to know everything about you. I know it's
No,
not
no,
my
no, that's not how
podcast,
this
but
works. You have to come back. So you're in Los Angeles, California, but you weren't born and raised there.
yes.
Okay. Let's go back.
No, I was born.
Go ahead. Yeah, take me
Let's
through
go
it all.
back.
No, take me through it all.
So I was born in New York. I
Right?
grew up in Roslyn in East Hills, New York.
Okay.
And now I live in West Hills, California. So
Right.
I think there's some poetry there.
Big difference. Big difference.
And, yes, and I love California.
Okay.
I met my husband out here. He
Right.
grew up here, and my parents are still in New York.
Okay.
And I go back every once in a while to visit. I go twice a year, Scott. I go to New York City. I go to see the Nutcracker,
Yeah, yeah.
not the ballet, my Aunt Susan. And then I go to see, usually go to a class reunion.
Okay.
And this year it was my class reunion from kindergarten.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
didn't
I
really want to go because since kindergarten, I've put on like 100 pounds.
you gained a lot of weight. Since
I
we're
lost
going
two
back,
pounds though recently.
no, since we're going back,
Mostly bone loss.
I want to go back to the beginning. When did you start doing comedy? And I know it for people that don't know. Tell them how it started and the catalyst. What made you start doing comedy? Well, I mean, I saw a couple things. There's a
That's a
writing.
really good.
Someone told you couldn't write, and you said, "I'm not writing anything but checks now."
So that was in college,
Okay.
and
Well,
a
I didn't mean to jump ahead. I'm
teacher.
sorry. I'm a little giddy.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I mean, like growing up, I always wanted to get everybody in my family to laugh.
Right.
And I remember dressing up once and after Thanksgiving dinner and putting on a funny hat and pulling up one of my socks and pushing the other one down, thinking that asymmetry was hilarious.
Okay.
And then I was in college and I got pretty serious and I did a lot of creative writing and
Okay.
studied philosophy. And my one creative writing teacher didn't accept me into the class the second
Yeah.
semester, even though she had given me an A. And like I thought I was in like Flynn. And not that I know who Flynn is, but
Right.
as we were leaving, there were three students. We were leaving the class demoralized because we weren't accepted back. And somebody said, "Are you still going to write fiction?" And I said, "I'm not even going to write a check."
Okay.
Well, that
Understood.
turned into one of my first jokes. I'm a
Right.
writer. I
Okay.
write checks. They're mostly fiction.
Yeah.
So I guess the seeds of comedy come out of misery and tragedy. But here's really the catalyst. I took the mail in from the wrong apartment when I lived
What?
in Boston. I was
I
doing
was going to
psych
ask,
research. I
you're in
was going to
Boston.
be a therapist.
Okay. So you're in Boston. You weren't in New York.
Yes.
You get the mail. Okay.
Yes. And in it was a course catalog for the Cambridge Center for Adult Ed. And in it was a class on how to be a stand up comedian.
Right.
And I swear I heard angels singing, and I
Okay.
just felt like it was this eureka moment.
Okay.
And that
So that's how
I
it
meant to
started.
do it. And I sucked for a long time. Don't get me wrong. But I just knew
I've
in
been
my
doing this five
heart
and a
that
half years and I still suck. But I'm getting good at it.
you know what? Are you? Where? What part of the country are
No,
you in?
hey, wait. Oh, Jesus, listen there, meathead. Stifle. No Archie Bunker for you. We're going to keep going. I'll answer a few at the end. Comedians that inspired you when you were young and comedians that you like now.
Comedians that inspired me were Phyllis Diller.
Okay.
I remember hearing Phyllis on the Mike Douglas show or the Merv
Right.
Griffin show. And I remember she said, you have to make them laugh. And then when they're done laughing or they think they're done laughing, you hit them again. And I
Yeah.
remember I was like 11 and I'm going, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Okay.
I also loved a little later on, I loved or back to earlier on, I loved Lily Tomlin. I watched
Yeah.
her on Laugh-In. I used to
Yeah.
imitate her. I did impressions of some of her characters for my father, and I
One on the
loved
phone. What was the one
making
on the
him laugh.
phone?
And then as one ringy dingy, she was Ernestine, the operator. One
Loved
ringy
it.
dingy. And then Edith Ann. Don't ask me to do it now.
No, no, I'm
And
sorry.
then and then I loved David Letterman and Gary Shandling as I
Okay.
got older,
Yeah.
and Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
And I love so many comedians, Scott. It's not fair.
It's all right.
But
It's all right.
I'll tell you
Do,
three
do a
that
couple.
I just, well, I can't, maybe a handful.
Go ahead.
Brian Kiley is my favorite
Okay.
joke writer. I know you've had him on your show. I just think
Yes.
he's a fucking genius.
Yes, he is.
I also love his novels.
Yep.
I love a comedian named Jake Johansson.
Okay. Yep.
He's brilliant. I love Stephen Wright. He
I
was
met
a
Steven. I met
major
Steven. Go
influence
ahead in
on
Las
me.
Vegas. Go ahead.
Um, wow. I love Paula Poundstone.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I just think she's amazing with the audience.
Hmm.
And I think one of the reasons that stand up is so special is that you're really in the moment.
Right.
Um, and when the audience sees that you're in the moment, that you're not
Yeah.
just reading a script, if you
Mailing it
can
in.
like break from your routine and talk to them in real time, they recognize that you are the funny brain in
Yeah.
that room. And Paula Poundstone does that the best. So does Jimmy Brogan. Jimmy
Yeah.
Brogan,
Yeah.
now there are a whole bunch of comedians who are doing that now, like Matt Rife and Jessica Curson. And but Paula Poundstone and
You
Jimmy
went way
Brogan
over.
were
You
doing
went
it
way over
first.
five. You're
Um,
you're over. You're over.
and then my bestie, Monica Piper. She's just
Monica
brilliant.
Piper. Okay. If you can help me, I want to have her on the show. If she'll come, I'd love to have her. Let's go on because there's so much to cover.
Okay.
No, well, I like to run a tight ship. I'm in charge here. And by the way, I'm from York, Pennsylvania. That's where I'm at right now. Where the men are men and the sheep are scared.
Oh, okay. I
Where the men are men and the sheep are scared, but there's more to that story. You have been on the Tonight Show with Fallon, with Leno. You've been on Letterman. You've been on Jimmy Kimmel. Craig Ferguson. You did an HBO special, a Showtime special. Comedy Central, America's Got Talent. Do you have a favorite memory of any of those and a least favorite? Jan Karam was one. I don't know if you know Jan. Jan told a story about Letterman where they wanted to sew up her pants and she had to use the bathroom. Do you have a favorite? No, I mean, whatever you want. I'm just telling you, giving an example.
okay. So I was actually on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson
Wow.
in
I missed that.
1991.
Carson, Leno, and Fallon.
And the trifecta. And I just remember, so Carson went like that to me.
Yeah, I
When
saw
he
it
gives you the
this weekend.
signal, it's but it didn't show up on air. Only the audience in the theater saw
Ah,
it. And so I was depressed or
yeah.
devastated. And so he and Ed McMahon came to my dressing room because he heard that I was upset. And I felt like I was in the next room. I felt like they were holograms because I had grown up watching them. And I remember thinking to myself, um, I was always watching The Tonight Show, feeling so nervous for the comedian until they got their first laugh. And this is when I was a little girl. And I guess I had anxiety, like performance anxiety, because I remember being on a plane once in my teens, and the flight attendant was behind the curtain, but I could see her, and she was talking into the microphone, giving an announcement, and I was nervous for her.
Nervous for
Like
her, right?
I
I
had
get it. I get
such
it.
anxiety
Yeah.
about performing. So, my favorite moment,
That's a
I
great
guess, was
story. You made
meeting
my day. You
Johnny
made my day. That's
Carson.
a great
And
story. Go ahead.
yeah, and they were both really tall.
Okay. Okay. Well,
They
you
were
want to do
both
another
tall.
favorite and then give me do you have a least favorite? Do you have a time where it didn't go so good?
Um, Least favorite.
You don't
No,
have to
I
do
think
it.
they
You can
were
just tell me
all,
to shut up.
I
You can do
can't,
whatever you want. This is your
yeah, I
comedy
can't,
minute.
no, I just can't think of, I just can't think of a
They're all
least
special,
favorite of
special
being on
experiences.
TV. Yeah, I mean, I've been heckled in clubs that
Yeah.
were not so fun.
Yeah, I can
Like,
imagine.
I don't know if that's one of your
Well,
questions,
no, I mean we can get to that. But
but
let's go on then because you have
okay.
so much written down. I mean, we're trying to encapsulate all that you've done in a short period of time. But I follow you on Facebook, and you have joke writing prompts that you do almost every day.
Yes.
Go ahead, elaborate
So I've
because
been doing it for 2.5 years.
okay,
I've been doing it for like 2.5 years. Now it's more like every third day, but I'll give a
okay,
joke prompt like such as the restaurant was so fancy. Um, no, that's not a good one. The hotel room was so small. And then I'll write three punchlines
right.
like the I can't even think of them now.
That's
Scott.
okay. How
Okay,
about
let me
this
look
one?
for
Because I
them.
actually wrote.
Okay.
Okay, I don't get to write often because by the time I get there, Steve Middleman and everybody, there's Ziggy Susser, all these people have commented. So I. But the other day you did something along the lines of about a magazine. Do you remember that one, the magazine?
Yes.
And I wrote,
Yes. I said, yeah. What did you write?
I wrote that I bought a magazine on addiction. I think I've read it like 14 times.
And I loved that.
Did you?
Right?
Okay. I didn't
I
know. There's
laughed
so
at
many
that.
comments. I didn't mean to bring it up for that reason because I most times I don't even comment because by the time I go over, I can scroll my finger, get tired. It's
Well,
amazing.
I will give three examples of a punchline, and then I'd say between 30 and 200 people
Every day.
write every
Yep.
day. And I'm actually, you don't know this
Oh my
because I
God.
just met you 10 minutes ago, but I'm turning it
That's the way I
into
do it.
a, a deck of cards
Okay.
that the prompt will be on the front
Okay.
and my answers will be on the back, but it's supposed to be a prompt, a deck, a joke prompt deck. And I'm having it illustrated by the fabulous Liza Donnelly, who is a cartoonist for the New Yorker.
Okay.
And yeah, so people will
Well,
be able to just
if you'd
have them all
like,
in one place.
if you like and you're having a good time, when you're ready, come on here again and we'll promote it. I'll do anything I can to help.
Awesome.
I like
Thank
you.
you.
I like you. It's going pretty good so far. I was a little scared. Um,
Why?
well, hey,
Why were you scared?
we'll get to it. Kathy Ladman set this thing up, and Kathy Ladman scared the hell out of me, and you scared the hell out of me. I don't
In
care. I
what
don't care what you
way?
say.
We're very
You
scary.
scare the hell out of me. Let's go on. Do you have advice? Because on your, and I'm going to put, I'll stop goofing. You have your web page, your website and Facebook and Instagram and all your social media. On your website, you offer, coaching for comedians. And I was wondering, do you have advice for someone that's just starting out and, thinking about doing it?
Absolutely, Scott. What I tell everybody is perform as much as humanly possible because there is no uh, shortcut to experience. You could think in your mind that you're a great comedian, but unless you have feedback from the audience, you don't really know. And my second piece, so perform as much as possible. And if you can't find a stage, create one,
Yep.
like find a coffee shop that will let you set up a little show and produce it, um, or start a Zoom show or something. You
Yeah.
just need to perform as much as you can. And then the second piece of advice is, and I wish somebody had given this to me, is try new material all the
Yeah.
time
Yeah. Absolutely.
because I don't have tons of material. I have tons of jokes, but I get nervous incorporating new ones.
Gotcha.
So I would tell any new comedian who's just starting, just try it all.
Yep.
It's all an experiment.
Like
It's all a
like
big
doing a show with Scotty T. You have a
it's all a
podcast.
big
Hang on, let's keep
experiment.
going. You have a podcast. What's up with Wendy and Nancy? Nancy Cohen. Is you still doing that?
Who's up with Wendy and Nancy?
Who's
You
up?
know,
What is
we
it?
okay,
I
so
thought it was what's who's up?
who's
I'm
up?
sorry.
Who's
You guys
up?
do it
Because
late
we do
night.
it,
I watched you have a couple of
we
like
record it late at night.
okay, right.
And we decided that we talk more when we're not being recorded. So we were trying to get to know each other. That was the theme of the podcast, is two new friends getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And we realized that we just want to be friends. So we're going to do the podcast every once in
Okay.
a
All right.
while.
I'm sorry I brought it up. I
But
just wrote it down because I thought it was
no,
good.
no, that's fine. That's fine. No, no,
Maybe
no.
you,
It's
yeah.
good. It's good.
Because I actually
There
listened to
are a,
some. I listened to some today of the last one, and I thought it was really funny.
yeah, we have a good time.
Your special, Taller on TV, still on Apple
Yes.
Plus, I think.
I think it's on Amazon. I
I know
shot
it's
it
on
for
Apple
my,
Plus.
oh, great. For my 50th
Yeah.
birthday, instead of throwing a party, I threw a special and my husband produced it. And it's, I have my parents in it, I have my sister in it. It was really a lot of fun. My mother plays the drums in my special.
No lie. And you play the piano.
I do play the piano, but I didn't play it in the special. But
Yeah.
yes, I love the piano. And if you
I,
haven't seen the Billy Joel documentary, we just watched it last night, speaking of
and
piano
you
and New
you have a
York.
video up of you doing an Elton John song.
That's right. You did your homework.
Now, I do a lot. You got two dogs. I think they're still around.
Yep.
I
They
hope
were
Jackson and what was it here?
Gemma.
Gemma and Jackson.
They
And they're
were
trainable as
rescued.
carrots.
They were rescued from Korea.
Yeah.
Um, and they were going to be eaten. I'm not even making a
No,
joke.
that's why I brought it up.
And so they're very, very damaged because they were rescued from a meat market. So there are special dogs, but we love them
I
so
love dogs.
much. Yeah.
I
What,
love
do you have
dogs.
a dog?
You're just gonna keep it up. You're just gonna keep it up. I
I
like you.
am.
Why are you? I had two dogs. They both died.
Oh,
There's
you
pictures on my Facebook of Snoop and Hope Hope.
you need a new dog.
No, no, no. I can't. I can't. I'll tell you what I'll do instead. I'll do the joke.
Okay.
People ask me, do I like dogs or cats? I said, depends on how they're cooked. All right.
All
We've
right.
got we've got to move on. Kathy Ladman set this thing up, and I absolutely love Kathy. It took me 3 years to get her to come on the show. And I got her on, and she was dumb enough to get you on the show. But she's got a show coming out called Cradle to the Grave. I actually sent her a song. She said she's going to use it. I don't know if she's going to do it or not.
Wow.
It's by Squeeze. I'm buddies with Squeeze, called Cradle to the Grave. But I thought you might want to talk about that a little bit because it's August coming up, August 4th or something, and then it's going to continue, right?
Yes. So this show I'm doing is on August 3rd with
August
her.
3rd. I'm sorry.
And Jackie Cation is on the show. And it's it's Kathy Ladman's baby to do
Okay.
this show, and I'm so excited to be on the first one. So we're
Okay.
really good friends, Kathy and I. I love her. I
Okay.
should have mentioned her when I
Yeah,
was
I was
talking.
thinking that she's going to be mad as hell when you talk about all the comedians you love and
I
not
love, but there are so many
not Kathy,
comedians. I
not
love
Kathy.
Kathy. I love Kathy.
I'm just messing with you.
I know.
We get to the end, I'll answer a few questions for you. I want to thank you for coming out of retirement to do this podcast because I think back in June I saw on Facebook that this is my last podcast. I'm retiring from podcasts.
Yeah,
You're podcasted out, and here you are
I'm
with
doing
me.
one more after you, and
Is that right? I
and
feel
I might,
special. I feel so
Scott,
special now.
I might not even finish this one.
Oh, good Lord Jesus. Come on now. I thought we were doing pretty good.
No, the thing is that I said I was done with doing podcasts. I just don't think I, I can't stand hearing myself talk about myself so much.
All right.
But Kathy said that I should do yours, so here I am.
All right.
I'm
Well, and I'll
glad
tell
I
you what, since
agreed.
you don't, because just so you know, and I'll talk a little bit. I don't like to talk. I don't like to talk during these because it's all about you. Because then I listen and I go, boy, why did you talk so much? But I had Vanessa Hollingshead on, and she hates doing them. She hates them. But she had a good time on my show. And what did I tell
Yeah,
you when we started? That's what I shoot for.
just have fun.
Yeah. All right. Minimalist.
That's
Are you
that's a
still a
that's a
minimalist?
that's a good philosophy anyway in life is just to have
Absolutely.
fun. Am I a minimalist? You know what? I am a neat freak in my mind.
Okay.
If I turned off my background, which is just a picture, you would see books piled everywhere. Like I have so much clutter,
I think you
but
should do it. I think you
I
should turn it off. Show us.
absolutely not. I would be in therapy for the rest of my life. Um, but I love the idea of minimalism,
Yeah.
and I love watching these guys who practice what they preach. They have so few items,
Yeah.
and so every once in a while, I'll get rid of a bunch of stuff that I thought I needed. Somebody gave me that book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, which is a book. It says get rid of everything in your space that you don't love or need. So
Right.
I threw away the book. I'm just doing my act for you, Scott T.
I love that joke. I love that joke. I saw it earlier on Instagram. I saw a post with a bear. I'm not lying.
So for my mother's 90th birthday, my parents rented a house in Lake Tahoe for my whole family to gather, my sister and her family and some cousins. And we rented this house in Lake Tahoe. And when we got there, the guy told us that earlier in the day, there had been a bear in the house going through the cabinets, eating the honey and the sugar. And we saw traces of glass that he had broken some bottles. Um,
Would that,
but so
can I
we were
just
like,
stop? Can I stop you there for a second?
yeah, yeah.
Why would you stay there then?
Because if they sense people in the house, they won't come in. But this is when
Okay.
the house was empty.
No, pump the brakes. Pump. If they're, this is just me. But if they say, "Hey, Scotty T, there's some bears outside," I I ain't going out.
No. So they also said keep the garage door closed. So most people close the garage, but my
Why were you
brother-in-law
there?
went
Why
out.
I can't get past it. Hey,
It
Scotty.
because it was a beautiful home,
I,
and it was we just figured we were there on vacation and whatever, a bear.
bears weren't going to bother.
So my brother-in-law goes out, he goes outside to get something from the car, and somebody had left the garage door open, and there was a bear that had opened all the doors in all the cars.
I saw the video.
and uh, and he took a picture of it, so we
It's
were
a
all safe.
video. It's a
And there was
video.
somebody in the house who knew, yeah, there was somebody in the house who knew what to do. She clanged two pots together and the bear scurried away, but they're just hungry. They're hungry.
You could have lost your life. I just
I know.
So let's do it.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
I am.
Wendy Liebman, your comedy minute. Go ahead, my friend.
So in the 90s, I had a friend who was in a play, an experimental play, and they invited me to come see it at a theater in Hollywood.
Right.
And I didn't know what to expect. And the theater seated about 50 people, and there were only about 5 of us in the theater. And I had brought a friend, and the play started, and it was so bad that she leans over to me and she says, "I'm going to kill you." And I leaned over to her and said, "Can you do it now?"
that's, that's 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 comedy gold. That's comedy gold.
So that really happened.
I believe you.
And I'm still friends with the person who put on the play, and I don't think they know.
They even know. We
Yeah.
won't tell them. We won't tell them.
But I sometimes say that in my act. I say, if you were dragged here, I apologize. I once dragged a friend to a play, and she said, "I'm going to kill you." And I said, "Can you do it now?"
Yeah.
So